Today I'm going to talk to you about how to make some serious gains in your flexibility. What's going on, everybody? It's Blake Bowman here with Gorilla Zen Fitness, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about flexibility, more specifically how to actually permanently improve it. Now, I will tell you that almost everything that I'm going to talk about today comes directly from Michael Boyle's book, Advances in Functional Training. I highly recommend you pick that book up for yourself. There's a link in the description down below. Now, what I'm going to tell you is a little controversial to some of you. I can already see you guys commenting on this video. It's a little controversial, and it's really totally contrary to my former thought process up until reading this book. To start off, according to Mike Boyle in that book, Advances in Functional Training, he states that gains in muscle length, aka flexibility, are made more easily when muscles are stretched cold. So basically doing like static stretching first thing before you even warm up. Now, I don't want to dig into that too much, the science behind why that's effective and whatnot. Mike Boyle is a very, very highly respected person in this industry, and he's consulted with numerous physical therapists and soft tissue experts on this subject. If that's not enough for you, if that doesn't provide enough value and merit to what he says, then I'm sure if you do some research on stretching on cold muscles rather, you'll find a lot of research and studies that actually affirm what I'm talking about now. Now, basically, the process that Mike Boyle uses with his athletes, what he incorporates into their training to improve flexibility, is a sequential 1, 2, 3, 4 step process. And basically, it goes like this. Every athlete starts with first foam rolling, okay? Foam rolling to break up all the trigger points, and then you move into static stretching. Okay, and then after the static stretching is over, then you move into your dynamic warm-up, okay, and then after that, then you actually have your workout as the last part of that continuum. Now, the rationale with starting with foam rolling is that basically you have these myofascial adhesions, which are called trigger points, which are basically parts of connective tissue and muscle that are all bunched up and tight. They're like knots. They're literally like knots. That's actually a good analogy, and it's one that Mike Boyle uses in his book. So basically, you're breaking up the knots in like a rope. And if you had not foam rolled first before static stretching, that would be like pulling on a rope, two ends of a rope that has a knot in the middle of it. Okay, pulling on it like that is just going to make that knot more tight. Okay, unless you break it up first and untie the knot, which is what you're doing with foam rolling. So you start with foam rolling first to get rid of the knots. Okay. And then you move into muscle elongation, also known as stretching. Now, when you get to the static stretching, he recommends holding long static stretches. You're talking 30 seconds or more, and always activating the antagonist muscle, which means the opposite muscle or muscle group. So if you're stretching your hamstrings, while you're stretching your hamstrings, you're squeezing your quads really, really hard. If you're stretching your hamstrings, or if you're stretching your quads, then you're kind of really engaging your hamstrings and your glutes. Same with the hip flexors. You know, if you're stretching your pecs, you're really engaging those scapular retractors that pull the shoulder blades back. Basically, after foam rolling, hold static stretches for 30 seconds to a minute, maybe even longer than that, and always activate the antagonist. Now, after you've foam rolled and stretched, now it's time for your dynamic warm-up, which is basically a series of different body weight movements to get that neuromuscular system firing again, to get the nerves actually firing, to get those muscles contracting, which totally negates the negative effects of static stretching. In this industry, some research came out a couple of years back that showed that static stretching shuts down neural drive to the muscles, which can basically turn off your muscles, which is not always good before you work out, but that totally gets undone with a proper dynamic warm-up. Walking on the treadmill for like 5 minutes is not what I'm talking about. That's not sufficient before your workout. What I'm talking about are a series of different body weight movements, push-ups, body weight squats, single leg deadlift movement patterns without a weight, lunges, scorpion kicks, planks. I've made a video in the past on like a warm-up sequence, but basically that is how you warm up, and basically that will, like I said, negate any negative effects that you might have produced from static stretching. If you shut down certain muscles with static stretching, you'll just reactivate them, return them on with the dynamic warm-up. And then at that point, you're ready to actually go into your workout, okay? With having increased flexibility, you have gotten rid of all of those knots in the muscles, okay? And you've warmed up properly, which totally gets rid of any negative effects associated with the static stretching. Basically, that's how you incorporate flexibility training into your program, okay? You do it before your workout, okay? So remember the order. It's foam roll, static stretch, warm up, and then workout. You do that and you start really working on those tight muscles that actually need to be stretched, like your calves or hamstrings if you have like posterior pelvic tilt. Whatever, and make sure that you're stretching the right muscles. It can actually be really bad for your body to stretch the wrong muscles. Only stretch muscles that need to be stretched. But basically that is how you do it. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it added value to you and your YouTube experience here. If you need help addressing your own muscle imbalances, knowing which muscles to stretch specifically, which muscles to strengthen specifically, then go ahead and open up the link down below and hit coaching, and I'll see if I can help you out. Other than that, if you like this video, then don't forget to give it a like down below. Share it, leave me a comment. Tell me what you want to see in the future. I'm always looking for new video ideas to help all of you that are, and basically I want to make videos that you want to see, not videos that I just want to make. So leave your comments below, tell me what you want to see, and I will be sure to address that with a video. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and do that, and give my Facebook page a like too. I'll include links to both of those in the description down below. Other than that, I'll see you next time.